Hey guys, you are listening to English Made Simple. This is episode 39, número 39. Hey everyone, welcome to this short and sweet episode. My name is Milena or Milena. This is how native speakers call me, but my real name is Milena or Milena in Serbian. Got a different accent. Milena. I hope everyone is fine and dandy and we are ready to rock and roll. Yeah. Let's cut the small talk and dive straight into today's episode. In this episode, we are going to go back to the first grade. You know, when we were kids, we are going to pretend we are 10 years old. Oh, goody. Let's learn how to spell. Yay! Why is this important? You might ask yourselves. It is very important. It will make your life so much easier. It will make it easier when you have to spell your name over the phone. It will help you avoid confusion between you and the person on the other end. Let me tell you something, guys. I had some fun times trying to spell my name over the phone before I learned this very simple trick. El truco. It's a trick. Well, I will give you a clue. You've heard this type of spelling in some of the Hollywood movies, like Rambo, for example, with Sylvester Stallone, you know, Rambo or Rambo, depends where you're from. Oftentimes over the phone, you will be required to spell your name, as well as the address, your street address or your email address, or give your phone numbers over the phone. In this short and sweet episode, we will learn the easiest way to do this. I will also give you a couple of more tips on how to give numbers over the phone and how to leave a voicemail message, because I forgot to do that in the last episode. That's okay. Well, let's begin already, Milena. Okie dokie. Let's start off with a spelling tip then. Let me ask you this question, guys. Have you heard of the English phonetics alphabet? I hope so. There is something called phonetics alphabet, and it has been developed and used by various international organizations in order to avoid confusion when communicating with each other. It is also known as the radiotelephony spelling alphabet. Great. That's what we are going to use to help us learn how to spell. So, let me give you my personal example. I always have to spell my name over the phone. Always, always. I had to learn to do this properly. My last name is difficult to pronounce. My surname, last name, it's difficult to pronounce. I had to adapt to the English spelling. I'll give you my example. When I'm on the phone with someone who needs to know my name, I say, yes, hi, my name is Milena Vujnić. Well, my first name is Milena. Let me spell that for you. M for Mike, I for India, L for Lima, E for Echo, N for November, and A for Alpha. This is how you spell with this international phonetics alphabet, right? Often people would confuse the letter M and N sounds over the phone, and the sound F sounds like S over the phone sometimes, so we must make it clear for the person on the other line when we say our names, okay? Are you following me so far, guys? Excellent. So let's go back to the example again. So my first name is Milena. I spelled my first name. My last name is Vujnić. Right? I always giggle when the native speakers hear my last name because they're like, oh, how do I spell this? Yes, I know it's not made for the English spelling, but this is how I spell my last name. V for Victor, U for uniform, J for Juliet, N for November, and I for India, and C for Charlie. This is according to the International Phonetics Alphabet. So when the native speakers try to pronounce my name, they pronounce it as Vojnik. And in Spanish, my Spanish friends, they pronounce my name as Buchnik. So it's none of those. It's Vujnic. Anyway, but good try though. Alright guys, hopefully you're following me so far. The idea is to pronounce each letter of your name and associate it with another word that starts with the same letter. I don't usually follow the international spelling alphabet. When I spell my name, I actually developed my own style. So I like to spell my name differently. Like for example, M for Melbourne, I for India, L for Lenny, E for Echo, N for Nelly, and A for Apple. I do it because it kind of rhymes and it's easier for me to remember. See? Easy. You can find your own style of spelling, but try to keep it same and consistent. The more you practice, the quicker you will be able to spell your name. And this, my friends, will make you sound super fluent. This exercise also works for email addresses, street addresses, or any other foreign words, okay? You will always be required to spell your name. But I will make it easy for you guys. I will share a link where you can just type your name in and it will give you the words that you need to help you spell your name, okay? I will share this in my Facebook group, English Made Simple, and I will also give you this link in the transcriptions on my website, englishmadesimple.net. The website I'm going to share is called spelltool.com, okay? Excellent. Does this make sense so far? I hope so. Fantastic. Well, as promised, here are more tips for you guys. How to answer a voicemail message? Well, what I like to do is write down everything that I need to say in my voicemail message. You shouldn't forget to leave your name and your number in your message. And if it happens that you have double digits in your phone number, let's say your phone number goes something like this: 9956543. I just made this up. This number hopefully doesn't exist. So the way that you will, I guess, spell this number would be like 9956543. Don't try to call this number. It doesn't exist, okay? I just made it up. Right. So another bonus tip for you guys before we finish this episode: if you have a long name, I advise you to think of a nickname. My name is Milena, but my nickname is Miki. M-I-K-I, Miki. I have a friend from India. Her name is about 20 letters, 20 palabras, and that's just the first name. So she gave herself a nickname. She just calls herself Raji. That's 4 letters. Simple. Most of my friends from Asia and Southeast Asia adopt English names. They give themselves English-sounding names because it's easier for native speakers to remember them. I have a friend from Singapore and he just calls himself James when he's in Australia. Interesting, huh? Wow! We made it till the end, guys. Well done! Now I advise you to practice spelling your name. Practice it out loud. Now it is your turn to spell your name in the same way we learned today. I also advise you to sing it if you have to, memorize it, and develop your own style. Right, exciting times. It's time to be creative. Remember, guys, transcriptions available on my website, englishmadesimple.net. And if you have any questions or you just want to pop in and say hello, please don't hesitate to contact me. Radio, until next time, hasta la próxima!